I'm Abby, and if you didn't know, I'm engaged. So my speech is how to plan a wedding, right? Because, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people, get engaged and get married. And you can do it at all different points in your life. Like right now, like I'm doing it, but I'm like also trying to figure out like how I'm gonna afford chicken nuggets, but also like hire a DJ, you know? So for my speech, like right now, I'm taking 23 credit hours. I hold 2 campus like positions. And I'm also trying to plan my wedding while living in a whole different state than my fiance. So I'm gonna give you guys like some good information. So someday, if and when you get there, whatever your plans are for your life, like these will help you along. Who knows? You might be more financially stable than I am, but like still, saving money and like time is good. So how I'm gonna break it up is we're gonna talk about like the organization of the best way to plan a wedding, but then also like budgeting and then like do-it-yourself ideas that like I'm using. So for the first thing, I recommend keeping a binder. All right, so I have a full timeline typed out from when you get engaged until like the day of. I've had a 2-year engagement, so I've like spaced it out and customized it as I went. But if you're on Pinterest, you can go on Pinterest and find all of these wonderful tools like timelines and things that'll help you plan as you go. My binder is actually very empty now because I take things out as I use them because I'm almost done. But like I have different I have bridesmaids measurements of all their dresses, and I keep all of my important information like that on the bottom so I can open it quickly. I also have everything for my photographers in the front pocket, everything that I need to fill out for my church and the halls that I'm renting are in the back pocket. And then I have pockets in between that are kind of a mess right now. I'm not gonna lie, organization is key, but I'm not the best at it. So my middle pocket is actually color swatches of different types of fabric. And so I recommend if you're doing like a specific color, definitely get it because it shows how that color is going to look in all the different types of fabric. So I have it with me everywhere I go if I'm looking for dresses and colors for things. Also in my pocket, I keep a sample of my engagement photos because I use those for my save the dates, which I recommend doing your own online because it will save you money, but we'll talk about that. And then I kept invitation samples, but my invitation's actually in my bag. I forgot to grab it. So, as long as you keep everything together, and it's like a good place to like have it, And then also in here, I have pictures of like myself and my fiance, like from when we were little kids and we grew up together, because we're making a slideshow of things. And then the last section that we still have to do is we're making all of our own decorations, but we'll get to that in the last section. So next thing I want to talk about is like budgeting and pricing things. And so like weddings can be expensive no matter where you're at financially, but especially doing it when you're younger and in college. So I recommend, talking to people who've already been there, finding things, and doing it, a lot of it yourself. I'm making all of the food for my entire wedding the week before. We're also doing all of our own decorations, so that way we're saving money on decorations. And then we're having family and friends help us with a lot of other things, like all the alterations on my dress, and all my bridesmaids' dresses are being done by my fiance's family, and all of my bridesmaids are just wearing Converse that they already have, and the groomsmen are just wearing boots that they already have, so we're keeping it pretty simple, pretty cheap. And I definitely recommend going online and comparing things as you go. So like if you want a DJ, like that's great, but definitely compare different places. Don't just go with the first one. You're like, this sounds good, or my friend had him. Listen to your friends, but don't always take their advice. All right, and so saving money also that leads into like the do-it-yourself projects like I was talking about. We're actually also, a lot of our decorations are going to be like wooden signs made out of like boards and things, and like our church decorations are actually just like old pallet boards that like they're used in shipping that we're painting, and then we're sticking daisies in them because those are our flowers. And so a lot of it is just taking the time out, and so that if you keep like your schedule, you do 4 weeks before. So like with that, I started some of them, and I wasn't able to grab all of the stuff, but one thing that we're making is a long board. We made 100 of them just to be safe in case one breaks. And they hold 5 candles each, and they're going on the tables, and they cost $1 each. So it was $100, and we also sold a few because people are like, oh, those look nice. So, another way to do it is like buy cheap materials also. Another great thing to use to save money is go find the magazine for your state. I'm not gonna lie, I have a collection of these. And it'll tell you like what's trending at the time, but it also has a section for like different services that you can like rent or different things you can do for your wedding that would make it cheaper and easier for you, which is good. And then for our other table decorations, I did not have all of the supplies to finish, we're just using mason jars, and some of them will just have like little ribbon or twine like this, and they'll have a candle floating in the middle in water. And then the other ones would have, they have a burlap flag that we've made, and they have like our new last name initial imprinted on it, and that'll be hanging from it. So things like that, like a mason jar, I think I have 200 of them, and I spent like $50. I was able to get them, like if you buy in bulk too, like that's always better, and you can use them for other different things. So yeah, I definitely recommend that kind of thing. And like ending this, like weddings can be really stressful. Like some of you, you know, you could be there like in a few months. Some of you could be there like a few years, like you don't know. But they're gonna be stressful no matter when you try to plan them. Like Mr. Whitson, is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it was just me, but you know, with like good planning, good organization, and you know, budgeting and trying to work all that together, it's definitely doable. Like, and it doesn't matter if you have a long engagement like we're having, or like a short one, like you know, like my parents had a short one. And like I would say, other suggestions, like don't try to do it all yourself. Like it is not possible. So, but all in all, if you like stick to those like simple kind of suggestions, you can definitely have like a cheap, easy wedding and like make the day enjoyable for you and all of your